Alrighty, and we're back here on Tuesday, October 25th, the Bman Wilder Show. I am super excited to bring Pet Liger on. You know, it's, man, what an amazing guy this is, and what a neat journey that he's been on. Pet is going to be, just came back from Milan. He was at the fashion show over there, and he's been working on a whole bunch of neat things that I'm super excited about. So we're going to get Pet on here in just a couple minutes. I wanted to go ahead and restart the stream, so we got a nice fresh stream. So it seems like YouTube lately has been kind of weird in its latency, but I wanted to make sure we got a good stream. I'm going to go ahead and play a couple songs while I get Pet all lined up for the interview, and I look forward to talking to Pet. I think it's just going to be a really, really good show. You know, he seems to have done a lot in a short period. So I'm going to play this new track, and I like this track quite a bit. But I'm going to make some significant changes on the track, no doubt about it. What I'm going to do is probably add a female vocalist to this. But let me go ahead and play this for you guys to enjoy again, and we'll have Pet Liger on in just a minute.
Yeah. Why me can't stand me? I hold a higher standing. Don't need no understanding. They hate me cause I'm fancy. Make so much I'm antsy. Can't stop me from moving. Kinda feel like dancing. Kinda feel like Unit 82, where I hang my hat, kick off my shoes. Why the world got me loose? Nothing else I'd rather do. Nowhere else I'd rather be, or end up eventually. Me and Say we're meant to be in our own reality. Bugatti looking hardy, saying it looking hardy. Yeah, I know she got me, cause I never lost these. So I know she got me. She got them all watching, wishing they could part. Why me can't stand me? I hold a higher standing. Don't need no understanding. They hate me cause I'm fancy. Make so much I'm antsy. Can't stop me from moving. Kinda feel like dancing. Kinda feel like, wait, Frank might have to cut me off. That's too many M's, that's many wins, and somebody's gotta pay the boss. Never took a loss, negative, risking it all. That's too much to pay the cost, too much to take a fall. I might win it all, ETH long, chart looking like it's half a Mount Everest tall. The way I ball, never hesitated at all. Just made the call, and it came back tenfold. Like a snowfall. Why me can't stand me? I hold a higher standing. Don't need no understanding. They hate me cause I'm fancy. Make so much I'm antsy. Can't stop me from moving. Kinda feel like dancing. Kinda feel like
Just a couple minutes away from our interview with Pet Liger. Super excited to bring him on. We're going to go ahead and play just a couple more songs here. I'm super excited about all the music that we've been building. It's just been super fun putting together all these songs. We got some amazing tracks coming out here soon. We have a rock and roll track. Oh, man. You know what we have that I'm super excited for? The Liger Blues. We're going to do a legit blues song, and I think you all know what that's going to be about. So we're going to do the Liger Blues. We got some neat new country hits coming. I got a couple rock and roll hits. And, of course, you know, we're going to keep on building, you know, the hip-hop album. I love that last track. I just wanted to add some female vocalists, so that's kind of what will be next. I'm going to go ahead and play One Wilder Way, and we're going to have Pet Liger up here in just a few minutes.
It's a new day, the clouds aren't in the way, sun comes out to play, and now we are free from the lies to keep our thoughts inside, controlling all our lives. But now we see I could be something I always wanted, putting my love in, it's all or nothing. We're all together trying to make the future bright. I'm not a stranger when I stay here. Every neighbor feels the same here. In this together, you're in for a wild This is the wild life, here on the wild side. This is the wild life. Come join the wild side. It's your time to free yourself inside. It's a new town. We brought the old one down, all on level ground. 'Cause we're the same. So come inside. There's no need to hide. You can live your life your own way. I could be something I always wanted, putting my love in, it's all or nothing. We're all together trying to make the future bright. I'm not a stranger when I stay here. Every neighbor feels the same here. In this together, you're in for a wild ride. This is the wild life, here on the wild side. The choice is yours to make, yours to decide. This is the wild life, come join the wild side. It's your time to free yourself inside. Hey, hey, we deserve to stay up late, no curfew. Recreate your worldview. Hey, hey, we designed this, everything here that you might wish. We built this world of flying bliss. This is the wild life, here on the wild side. The choice is yours to make, yours to decide. This is the wild life, come join the wild side. It's your time to free yourself inside.
All right. That was a great song. Really kind of mixes it up with all the hip hop we've been putting out. And you guys are just going to absolutely love the new stuff that's coming. I'm telling you, it's just quality music after quality music. A lot of time and effort's been put in. I'm really excited about the Heist track, too, that's going to be coming out soon. I've been communicating with Phoenix on that, on the upcoming Heist. Super excited that there's more in real life things that are about to start happening over the next, many months. I am excited to actually host some events here in Austin in the future, and really what B-Meta is going to bring to Wilder World. We're going to be releasing pretty soon here the B-Meta digital music platform for artists, a really innovative, neat way, easy to use, a really low barrier of entry for artists to be able to go and collaborate with producers and engineers, but most importantly, be able to put their work out there and create an NFT that they can actually distribute an entire album through. Unlimited multimedia files, a place that they can easily mint this. They can lock all the contractual obligations to the producers and the writers right there from the start. And we'll create this ecosystem, and really it's a bridge to the Artist Guild, right? Because that's the metaverse is the marketplace. And so first we create a place of value that artists have an opportunity to do new, innovative, progressive things to get the most out of their work. So I think that, from a position of an artist, this is a great opportunity, because right now you go into a Beats website or something like that, the buck stops the minute you download the MP3. We can create a robust ecosystem and bridge those types of things into the Artist Guild. That's what Wilder World's all about. And I think Wilder World is excited to see all these DAOs emerging and to seeing people put in genuine effort to build the value of the community, because that's what's going to make Wilder World grow. So I'm super excited to have Pet Liger on tonight. He just got back from Milan. He lives in Cyprus, which is a beautiful, beautiful Middle Eastern island. And I'm just super, super excited to have him on the show. I feel very blessed. And, at the end of the day, the guy's a legend. He grew very quickly in this space. And I think that, because of that, he's widely known. And we take a look at the season zero kicks. What is it, like a 15 ETH floor right now? So let's get ahead and bring Pet on here. Hold on just for a second. Let me jump in and merge.
Oh wait, hi, hello,
Hey.
hi.
Hello. Hey. Let me see here. Okay. All right, there we go. Can you hear me?
I can hear you, but you're very low.
How's that right there?
Oh wait, I need to actually put you up to my ear. It's not speaker.
Oh, okay. Is that better? Can you hear me clearly?
Yeah, I can hear you loud and clear. I just have to like have you like a normal phone on my against my ear.
You know,
Uh,
Discord's funny, weird like that. It's I don't know why the speaker function doesn't always work. So, how you been, man?
been good. Been good.
Nice.
It's been a wild ride,
I can
definitely.
see that. I've been a big fan. You know, I never in a million years would I thought I'd be in a position today, right now, interviewing a guy like you, Pat. I'm a venture capitalist. I'm an entrepreneur. I own a chain of boba tea restaurants.
Oh
It,
wow.
I love music, and that's really kind of one of the reasons I got involved. I don't know if you've been following me.
Mm.
Have you been following any of my music at all?
Um, I've I've heard a few Wilder World songs like that have been passing around on social, but I haven't really been keeping up to be honest, man. It's just
No, listen, you're in Milan and doing all this amazing stuff. So it's like different time zones. It was funny. I was
mm,
talking to Ocean earlier today. He's like, yeah, he's in Mountain Time and this and that. And then like 4 hours later, I'm like, okay, here we go. Let's go. I'm like, dude,
yeah.
he's in Mountain European. Like, come on, you can give me this information. Like, I thought you were far away. So what time is it there right now?
Right now it's like 8 p.m. So it's good. It's a good time. My brain is still active. I think by
Man, your
around
brain
9,
just
10.
started. Most artists I find in the
Yeah,
evening time and like night, it's just like, oh, their brain just activates. I was with an artist
yeah.
for a very long
It
time.
normally it's like that, but since like for the last year, I've
Okay.
had to like I've had to be a businessman, be a like everything. Like you can't just be an artist, and that's something I'm figuring out like right now, like over the
100%.
past couple of months. So
It's pretty cool.
um but you know what? If I can learn to do 3D, I can learn to do business and all the other stuff as well. It's quite cringy saying it like business,
Yeah, well, you know what, man? The best business, the right business, is like,
Mm,
doing the right thing each time. Like that's the way good business is done. And so, for a
mm,
good guy like you, that's pretty easy to come by. I've looked at your career and I've watched your artwork. And what's funny is you and I come from the opposite ends, but end in the same place. So, like, your creativity and your
mm.
ability to create these beautiful NFTs that have tremendous utility and are far more than just a piece of artwork, but really have depth. That type of thinking, it's actually not far off from the business line, man. You may think it is, but when you take a look at a structure of a business that really is successful, that looks at the consumers or their customers and cares about them, right, and tries to provide something to them that's of value, right, that they like and enjoy, that connection is not too far different from making a piece of artwork.
Oh yeah, I guess I get that. That makes sense, right? Because yeah, there's multiple things going through my mind when I'm actually designing something or creating a work of art. You know,
Was season zeros
because
your first shot out at that, or you been doing that for a while since then?
I've been doing it for about 4 years. The concept designs.
Okay,
Um,
okay.
so yeah, I started 4 years ago. And it started off as just doing like daily renders, like Beeple. Um,
Okay.
just like weird, surreal landscapes and stuff like that. And then I thought, you know what? It's just it just wasn't challenging enough. I was just using other people's assets and putting them in a scene, and then kind of lighting it and rendering it. And I found
There's a
it
lot of
way
good
more.
editing tools out there.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, I just find it more rewarding creating my own assets and my own
Sure. When we talk
like
about procedural design, then you start talking
mm,
about like mathematics, right?
yeah.
And
I
that
mean,
kind of
it
stuff, and
it could be
that's
as simple
serious.
as just like moving a slider on a screen. It's there's procedural and then there's parametric, right? So
Mm-hmm.
um, they're kind of the same, I guess. I think you're essentially playing with numbers, and then the numbers create the design in front of you.
Sure.
Um, but but with me, it's a little mix of everything. It's got traditional modeling mixed with sculpting, and then also there is an element of parametric design as well with with the weird like geometry and shapes that you see in some of my designs, like the wavy forms and the,
Sure,
you
sure.
know, yeah. So it's a
So
little
I
mix of
have
everything.
kicks. I have kicks. All right. So
Yeah.
I have 3 season zeros. All right.
Oh wow.
And
Yeah.
I have a dozen season ones. And I have
Wow.
3 pairs of season twos. And I think I have 4 of your slides.
Oh wow. Cool. Which ones do you have?
I have a lot
Like
of
this.
NFTs. So I'm a huge Wilder World investor and fan. I have
Yeah.
about 200 NFTs.
Mm.
And I have, I think, 55 cars, 55 wheels, maybe 49 or 50 wolves. I woke up one day, like Christmas last year, to a crib in my wallet. I won some contest, supposedly.
Nice.
So it's been an interesting ride, man. And then, but I remember staying late up at night, looking at your season 0 kicks, 99. They had this wild, crazy bidding system. Do you remember?
Yeah,
It was like
I was up that night. I was following
that
it
night. It was
the
like
whole
3
time.
nights.
Yeah, it was because I had no idea what to expect going into that.
Right, like
I
doing
was
the one
literally-
after another. It's like, man, I wish I just bid in on the first 5.
But I had
was
no
fun.
idea.
It was
That
fun.
was my first experience of
Yeah, no, it was
of
amazing.
of
I wouldn't have it any other
NFTs,
way.
everything. Like I was completely ignorant to all of it. I didn't know anything about metaverses, NFTs, none of it. Like I've heard it.
Like things are
You
meant for
know.
the times, though, bro. Like that was perfect for then, right? You know what I mean? Like you had the right
Yeah.
audience, the right people, because like that was exciting, man. Like dude, I lost off on like 4 shoes by like 100 wild. And when I look back now, I'm like, damn. You know what I mean? But it's all good because
Yeah.
anybody who paid attention for the next 6 months just walked around and, you could clip stuff off for like 0.6, 0.8. And, I think the floor price today is 15 ETH, man.
Wow, it's gone up.
Yeah,
The last time
floor
it was
price
like 10.
as last night was 15 ETH on the season zeros.
Wow,
So
that's incredible.
You know what I mean? Like that's amazing, and then your season
Yeah.
ones, I think those are really undervalued. It's only 200,
Yeah, the
right?
season
198, right?
I think maybe it's because the season zeros have got that Genesis element to them. So
Yeah, but still though, like
they
when the
will
game
always-
starts, right? And like you can run faster or jump higher or climb on
Yeah.
something faster than your opponent, right? And you're playing for let's say you're trying to look for some rare NFT or whatever. It gives you an advantage that means more or less dollars in your pocket. I could see those things skyrocketing, that was just my thought. I was like, everyone's kind of short-sighted here. Not only that, they're cool as shit. Like, the season ones are cool, but the season ones are more like, it feels like they should go like onto an avatar. I see season two, right? Those like kind of feel like they should go on an avatar, but like your season ones, they just look like a real pair of shoes. They're amazing.
Yeah. I mean, they have to be somewhat grounded in reality. Like I get it that there's no rules in the metaverse and you can kind of do whatever you want. But we're not quite there yet. I think
People know what people know, though, right?
Exactly. There needs to be some familiarity right now in the designs. And they need
maybe
to be
that's where I
grounded
lost a
and
little
look real.
disconnect with season 1. And look, season 2, excuse me. Who was the artist was Chad Knight, right? Those were amazing. They are amazing. I freaking love them. But they're different.
Yeah, they're great.
Yeah, they're really good. But they're different. It took me for a minute to get grounded and understand them. Because you're
he's
right.
thinking ahead. He's thinking,
exactly.
very far ahead. Yeah. Because he talks about the whole physics element. Like there's no physics in a digital world. There's no like you can do whatever you want essentially. And I can't wait for what's
how
coming
some of
down the line.
his season 2s are like transparent a little bit, right? Okay,
Made of
so
light, some of them.
made of light. So the thing is like one of the things I'm doing here at Bmeta is I was in the music industry a long time and I struggled. I toured for years. I had many artists. And the music industry is a tough business, right?
Yeah.
And as I got more and more involved with just the Web3 space, I always loved music though, and so I've released maybe 7 or 8 tracks now. I'm going to release a total of 30 tracks for Wild the World, 2 separate albums. I'm actually doing a heist track coming up here soon. I'm talking to Phoenix, so we're going to be doing some fun stuff together for the community. But through
Yeah,
that
that's cool.
time, I was like, man, like thinking about Web3, I was like, holy crap. You know, right now you got all these artists out there, like you've heard of ASCAP, of course, you know, where they're collecting royalties for artists who are producing things. You go to these Beats websites and it's like the buck stops as soon as the download happens, you know? And the
Yeah.
reality is that my thought is this. Very soon here, I've been working on this a while. I'm going to release a really easy to use platform pad, okay? That has a low level, low barrier of entry, okay? Where you can go and mint an NFT that has unlimited multimedia files, okay? It's updatable after you mint the NFT, okay? And can have up to 32 gigs of space all on one NFT. So now you got an artist who can release their whole project through one NFT and update it at whatever schedule will they like. And with that, if you tie that in, okay, to another platform that allows for like producers and artists and engineers, people who are offering all these different ancillary services, come into a bid-ask situation where they can look or search for something and connect. And then the contract that gets written, the song that gets built, it's an NFT. So you get all the stuff is worked out beforehand. And so there is never a need for an audit. There's never a need to look at the books because every transaction's on the blockchain and it's pre-negotiated into the contract. And all of that is just in one easy to use place where you just have to fill the information.
You just cut out all the middlemen, right? You just
you know, and then you create the community behind it, and that's the bridge to Wilder World, right? So you get all these amazing artists, right, and you bridge them into the artist guild, right? Because Wilder World has the platform, right? Okay, it has the platform and the place for the marketplace. They're already building.
Sounds really cool.
The best marketplace in the world is Wilder World, in my opinion. I'm behind them more than I've ever been behind anything, and I think that as Wilders, look, if Wilder World just named everything Wilder, right, it wouldn't be Wilder World. And so we need to create value to the community like you have, Pat, right, and bring things that people love and want to get involved with. And, you know, that's going to take far beyond the guys over at Wilder World, okay? It's going to take people to step up and take a look at what's going on around them and make something of it. And if you do that, people are going to follow, and you're going to create good, cool ancillary services that can go hand in hand with Wilder World. So if we can create a neat, easy-to-use system, which I am, I'll launch that so artists can go do that. They can mint their NFTs, and then they can go ahead and we can create this neat little ecosystem on the blockchain for artists, producers, writers, and engineers. And so, but I think that's just really a test market for so many other things.
I used to make music as well.
Did you?
I used to make music as well. I don't know if you know this, but
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I used to DJ and produce like sort of bass music, like club tracks.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, like it started with dubstep and then house and went into footwork like Chicago Juke House.
Okay.
And
so I've been doing this crazy.
Cool,
I've been going down this like crazy route, right,
man? A bunch of tracks just sitting there. I mean, I'd be happy to help test this with you and stuff.
Yeah. Well, I've released 7 tracks already. And it's been going. You know, look, what's wild is I've released really tracks of all different genres. So what happened was I released like 5 hip hop tracks in a row. Okay. Because like that's the community for the longest time. My cousin was a rapper. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. All right. I own a biotech company. All right.
I've done hip hop as well. We've all done
but this is good music, you know. And so listen. Yeah. So I put about 5 of those. My girlfriend's that's crap, and I'm like, no, that's not crap. Why is she hating on me? And I'm like, you know what? She just doesn't like rap music. So then, you know, that's when I talked to Phoenix, and I talked to Phoenix right after that. He's like, man, I want to get on a track. I'm like, Phoenix, let me think about this. Let me listen. His stuff was amazing, but like it wasn't. Maybe he still wants to go into hip hop. Maybe he's got something I don't know about. I'd be more than happy to allow him.
He plays the guitar, right?
Yeah. So
Phoenix, right?
That's exactly.
I've seen some of his like stories on Instagram. He's got the guitar out and stuff. So
exactly. So you know, I went ahead and you know,
Sorry, the dogs are walking around.
I decided to make a whole nother song called "Chillin' a Little Meow." Okay, or a whole nother track or album. Excuse me. All right, so I just put out 2 songs already, And
Wow.
yeah, we've been getting good traction. I think almost 40,000 downloads between all the tracks, and
That's really good.
yeah, no,
Like,
they're really.
where from your site? This is
Well, I've
directly
been
from
getting
or
from
like,
the website on YouTube. I'm getting
Mhm.
good traction there, but really Twitter, man. Sometimes
Yeah.
I'll put
Yeah.
some posts out, and I won't even leave them out there that long, and I'll get a couple thousand natural impressions.
Nice.
There's something about organically growing.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean?
That's how well Pet Liger's grown. It's just we must have taken I think the whole time in the last 4 years, maybe 5 ads. Like, when you boost your post, you just pay like $30 to boost the post or something.
Absolutely,
And
yeah. But
and
those
that
don't
was
those
like,
really don't turn into. Listen, you can get buyers and likes, blah blah blah, but those don't turn into engagements. Okay.
exactly, yeah.
And,
It's just been
we're
organic.
looking for
Yeah,
engagements, and that's
yeah,
the reality. Here, I'll play like 30 seconds of this song. You tell me what you think, okay?
yeah.
Okay, here we go.
I'd be happy to.
Can you hear that?
These streets
Yeah, yeah.
that we roam day and night, the air we breathe, it is yours, it is mine. These wars that we wage for our pride matter more than the battle inside. Reach out your hand, catch you, I won't let you down. We're all under the same sky. We are one heart beating for the sky.
So yeah, I called it "We Are Wild," and it was just like a mix-up of a bunch of lyrics. And after
I
talking,
love it. I
yeah,
think that's. I could, I could see that being in like on a Netflix type of like. No, but in a good way. I'm not saying
yeah.
that.
No,
Like,
no. Listen, man, listen. I 100%.
like I could see, like, people will hear that and they would like it. Like, this is the thing. Like, it's it's good. It's really good. Like, the quality, it's got. Yeah, trust me, I know.
Yeah, no, it's been so. I'm working on another like 6 or 7 tracks, and I found like, oh man, I just found like the music is just one of the best ways, right, to just like deliver good messages. Like your artwork,
100%.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
that was
yeah.
the second song on the album. I'll play you the first one, and then you can go listen to the other one or any of my shows too. There's I think 5 hip-hops.
Send me some links, man.
I like this one too, though. I think you'll like this. We'll play
Yeah.
30 seconds of this. It's called "One Wilder Way."
Yeah.
It's a new day, sun comes out to play. I'll meet you at Wilder Way. Now we are free from the lies to keep our thoughts inside, controlling all our lives. But now we see I could be something I always wanted. Putting my love in, it's all or nothing. We're all together, trying to make the future bright. I'm not a stranger when I stay here. Every neighbor feels the same here. In this together, you're in for a wild ride.
So "One Wilder Way" on a great album so
Such
far,
a
I think.
positive vibe.
So, what'd you say?
Very positive vibe.
Oh, for sure,
Love it.
man. I mean, that's the whole thing
Yeah.
about the Wilder spirit, right, man? And I think
Yeah,
that,
that's it.
look, Wilder World can like, put out an anthem as much as they want, but if us Wilders don't unite together and like do the things they talk about, they're just words, And so I think that that there is a responsibility that rests on this like initial Genesis crew of Wilders, like.
Yeah,
Let's build something
Yeah.
really neat here, man. Like,
right
that's
at the beginning.
that's fair and trustworthy and transparent and brings for a good time, right? To have fun, but also an educational resource. Like, let's not limit ourselves, right? Good place to maybe
That's
make
right.
even passive income. Like, man, with all the trinities I have like crazy ideas for my land. So, I think that I think that look, and there's like a fight for your NFTs, man. Like people like pull out the swords and then daggers and go to battle for the season zeros. It's crazy, bro. No, I'm not kidding.
Yeah.
And then there was so much opportunity though. I lost the Cherry Krispies.
You lost them?
I didn't lose
No
them.
way.
I sold them like an idiot.
Ah,
I just needed the ETH at one point. I got it like 3.5 for them, so I didn't get I got a decent price. Come on, those are worth so much.
They're a staple.
I
They're a
know. I didn't know the rarity
Pet Liger.
document didn't come out. I sold like it literally came out like a week later. The rarity document. I'm like, oh my god, am I reading?
Yeah.
What are you gonna do?
That's unfortunate.
Well, it really bummed me out as I saw the wallet was
Yeah.
doing something like a month ago or something. They were like liquidating and stuff. I'm like, they're a sellout.
Yeah,
Whatever. It is what it is. I understand people got to sell sometimes, right? You can't hate on people that want to sell their NFTs.
No, I get it. Of
part
course.
of it,
I mean, I'd probably sell if I had to.
Plus, if there's no liquidity, like, what's it worth, right?
Yeah, exactly.
There's got to be liquidity
Right.
there. Like, look, if you can't sell pet shoes, but if you can, right, you pocket yourself 15, 20 G, like,
that's it.
You're inviting homie to the party, okay?
Yeah, especially now, right?
So all right, let me ask you this: what are you working on, man? Well, you're over right now. If I'm correct, you're in Milan.
No, right now I'm in Cyprus.
Okay.
So I'm based in Cyprus. The other co-founder, Calibrate, is in the UK.
Okay.
And and right now it's just the two of us, and it's pretty much been, it started off with about four of us at the beginning, and then, now it's just myself and Calibrate for the last month, I think. So it's just.
I feel
team,
stupid right now.
small
I feel
team.
like really stupid. I'm like looking up Cyprus and like looking where dude, this place is beautiful, huh?
It's right on top of
It looks like Greece.
Egypt, underneath Turkey.
Yeah, gorgeous. So this must
like,
be like a vacation spot for the Middle East.
Wait, sorry, you're breaking up.
I said this must be like a vacation spot for the Middle East.
Oh wait, what's going on?
Hold on here.
Hello.
Hold on, 1 second. How about that? Is that better?
Hello.
Hello.
It's the robot voice.
You still really can't hear me?
Do I sound all right?
You sound fine. I'm
Okay,
coming.
wait.
I'm
All right,
coming
you're
through.
back, you're
I'm
back.
coming through clear on my end.
All right, you're back.
Okay. No, I was saying that must
Yeah.
be like the vacation spot for the Middle East.
It's the vacation spot for
The
Europe.
world. Yeah.
I
I
would
mean, it's
say.
unbelievable. Wow.
Yeah,
Now,
yeah.
how did you end
it's
up
a
in
little
Cyprus?
paradise.
Is that where you're from?
Well, I'm originally, I was born here.
Wow.
And then I moved to the UK when I was about 5 years old.
Okay.
And I grew up there, grew up in London.
Uh-huh.
And then I essentially moved back here about 10 years ago, and just to escape the London grind and the 9 to 5 and all that stuff. And I just, I've been in my little cave working away on my.
I mean, this
on my
place
art.
is pretty small. It's only just about a little over 1 million people live there.
That's right. Yeah.
Okay.
And it's.
So I'm from Vermont. Do you know
the
where
Cypriots
Vermont
are
is?
the minority.
You know where Vermont is?
Vermont is above New York.
Yeah. So I'm from a small town up there, and
Yeah.
tell you what, man, no lights, dirt roads, but there's only about 500,000 people in the whole state.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so I know,
That's
I know what it's
small,
like to kind of
And
be
you've got
from
a lot
that
of
small
land,
town.
right?
What'd you say?
In Vermont, there's a lot of land though, right?
Oh yeah,
Vermont is like
tons of
open
land.
space.
Yeah, lots of space. So
Yeah.
it's probably similar to Cyprus, because Cyprus looks like a good size as well. Yes.
It's a lot of different terrain though.
Yeah.
We've got the mountains, so you can go skiing on some days. You can go skiing in the mountains and then go to the beach.
How many miles or kilometers tip to tip?
Well, I live right in the middle, so it's like a 20-minute drive to the top and a 20-minute drive to the beach.
All right, so it's like 40 by 20 by 30. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah,
Just depends though, because there's
it's,
probably certain areas you can't drive over because of the mountains. And
Yeah, it's pretty windy. The roads are pretty windy out here.
have you ever been to Catalina Island in California?
No, I've never been to America.
Oh, really? Okay. I'll have to send
No,
you some pictures. I was just there. It's a very unique place. There's like no other place in America like it. I'll tell you what, it's just like that. It's a big island, but all of a sudden there's huge mountains and windy roads, and it's the islands aren't always so forgiving.
yeah, I love it here. Anyway, I mean, it's just you've got everything you need, and um, yeah, it's just the quiet. You know, I've done the London life, I've done the DJing and all that stuff,
Yeah, but there you can
and
express yourself and relax and be you. You know, what were you doing in
yeah,
Milan?
exactly. In Milan, we were there for like 15 days for the show for the White Milan show. We were invited out there to yeah
How'd that go?
to
Did you have a
exhibit.
good time? Was it successful? You think?
Yeah, it was oh man, it was life changing.
Really?
It was a huge milestone.
That's
You
amazing.
know, um, yeah, I mean, I got to see my artworks there for the first time, like in real life. I got to see people reacting to them. Um, you
So
know,
I've been to something like that called like Art Basel. You've heard of this before?
yeah, a lot of people are telling me I should go.
Oh yeah, man. Listen, we can talk
Mm,
over the show. I've gone quite a few times. I've been over at Art Miami. I was with an artist for a very long time, and yeah,
mm,
no, it's those shows can be good, but you gotta have the right representation, and
yeah,
you wanna go the right way, naturally, organically. But yeah,
mm,
that's amazing that you were over there, and I'm sure. I mean, listen, man, your stuff's awesome. Like it's so cool, and
well,
think about it.
thank you.
Like
Yeah,
we're moving forward in the digital world, right? You
that's
know,
right.
and even if we take the
Yeah,
digital goods and make in real life goods, that's just as cool too. Like one of the things I'm doing on Being Meta, right, is I'm gonna do
mm,
merchandising of NFTs that you own. So let's say you want your freaking wolf on a kid's bib,
yeah,
right? If you own an NFT, you should be able to put a wolf on your own bib, right?
yeah. I mean, why not? I mean, if you like it,
Exactly.
yeah,
You
should,
know what I mean? It's your
yeah,
NFT. No, I'm not saying you make 50 of them selling on the corner, okay?
yeah,
Because there's different rights and stuff like
yeah,
that.
yeah.
But I think
Mm,
anyone who owns an NFT should have the right to enjoy it themselves how they like. And so I think there's a lot of opportunity now with on-demand manufacturing and things like that. It's funny. I was talking to these guys who do like on-demand. They do like custom kicks, right? And I was
mhm.
like, "Hey, do you think you can make this guy's shoes in real life?" Because I thought about it, just like I was hoping to be like, "Hey, Pet, check this out. Imagine if someone
You
could
know
use
what?
like a 3D printer, and I swear to God, someone can do this. And if you're out there, please let us know. How
Mm,
cool would it be if the owner, look, the guy pays 15, 20 grand for an NFT. God bless him to go pay $1,000 to get the real ones made, right?
I think that should be definitely like possible. To do it for yourself, I think that's perfectly fine. Because it does cost a lot of money. We've looked into this.
Oh, it's enormous
You
amounts
know,
of money.
to get because you're not only making one size, you got to make like the whole range of sizes, and there's got to be molds made. There's got to be like a bunch of different
But see, there's got to
manufacturing
be a way in
methods.
the future, though, that we get away from
Mm.
that model, okay? There has to be. There's got to
I
be,
think it's coming.
you know what I mean? Because,
I mean,
like,
it's
come on.
kind of here, I think, as well. Have you
Yeah.
heard of the Zellerfeld guys?
No, maybe.
Um,
Inform.
they do 3D printed shoes based on your foot scan.
Okay,
So
yeah. Okay, yep.
you send them a scan of your foot. They make a 3D printed shoe for you. They send it to you, and then in a year's time, I think you can send it back to them, and they recycle it into the version 2 of the shoe.
Understood. Okay, all right. By the way,
It's
you can check
pretty
out Pet
impressive.
Liger on his website on petliger.com. That's PETLIGER.com. So, Pet, you
Yeah,
just had a pretty neat, important partnership with Gucci. That's
yeah,
pretty sweet, man. The Gucci Vault partnership. How did that come to be?
yeah. So yeah, was chosen to be a part of 29 other artists, chosen from thousands, to display and sell artworks on the Gucci Vault art space. Obviously, it's a huge honor. It's a very distinguished brand, very iconic designs. You know, we chose the Gucci loafer, the iconic Gucci loafer design, and infused it with the Pet Liger DNA, the creative language that we're known for. Yeah, it was amazing. The reaction's been so positive. People love the designs.
And then you get when you're in this bear market, right? And the people that are supporting you, like just think like once things are rolling, like those people are going to just roll in a ton more, and it's going to be great. And I think as we get more involved with different partnerships and build our brands here at this level, like when the market finally opens up and the more macro markets inject more capital into what we're doing, and there's more eyes on it, it's going to be a fun ride. There's no doubt about it. Did you take a look at the Blue Pearl Yachts website that I sent you?
Blue Pearl. Oh,
I know you.
no, I didn't. I don't think I got the link.
Okay, I'll send it to you again. It's bluepearlyachts.com. So that's one of my in real life businesses. I'm partners with Dr. Greg Hummer, and we're building a 114-foot sailboat that Robert Perry helped design. And he's probably got more boats floating on the water than any living designer. But I've, like I said, I never in a million years thought I'd be in this position where I'm in this whole Web3 space. So I decided that I'm going to go ahead and actually make metaverse ready boats, because I already have all the procedural design. I have the CGI, I have everything. Like, we've been doing this for years, and we're actually producing this boat. Merit Woodworking is going to do the interior, and we're talking to a couple of major companies up in the Northeast under NDA. I can't tell you exactly who, but the hull's going to be made soon. And this thing's happening, and it's going to be the largest U.S. production boat in this country. And so what we want to do is create metaverse ready boats, because I just think there's more water than land, right? And,
exactly.
I'm
on the site now. I'm just looking at it. It looks incredible.
So
that's a beautiful boat.
So we made an announcement just like about a week ago that we are going to do a limited collection of metaverse procedurally modeled boats in the first quarter of 2023. And I've actually been talking to Phoenix, and there's a lot of excitement for the community. So we'll see exactly what direction we're going to go. He had actually referred over a friend of his who's a designer for Rolls-Royce, and I'm excited to maybe get a chance to chat with him and see exactly where his head's at and where he's thinking about. I think I think a lot of people are thinking about boats at some point. I don't know, why wouldn't you, right? So I think his name is Gura. Is his name Gura? The guy's incredible. He's just an unbelievable designer. I don't know. Have you heard of him?
Gura, yes. I think I follow him on Instagram.
Right, yeah. No, he's amazing.
He does like product design.
Yep, exactly.
Yeah. He's very cool, industrial, like military stuff.
Yep. So I just reached out to him. Phoenix kind of recommended reach out. So we'll see where it goes. I'm super open. I was just going to make real boats, but hey, if we're going to make some metaverse boats too, let's do it. We got lots of great people to support us, a great company. And
there's going to be themes or the different boats, or are they?
So we're gonna we're gonna have different boats at some point. I don't think now's the right time. At some point, we will do an auction for a one of one for the 114-foot Blue Pearl, which has over 3,200 square feet of living space. But we'll do some other ones, maybe some 90 footers. Like I don't think we should go small. It's a big body of water.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
It's funny. My sister's actually learning to be a sailor right now. She's doing a course in Greece, because Greece has I think one of the largest coastlines of any country.
Absolutely beautiful sailing over there. I know Dr. Hummer's been over there a bunch. He's sailed over 30,000 nautical miles, and so he's talked about the Greek Isles many times. Yeah,
it's absolutely stunning, and it's like I've been to the Greek islands, and you just see them.
It's like a different planet over there, man.
Yeah. You'll be having your coffee on the veranda, and you just see these little islands.
Man, where you're from is absolutely gorgeous and beautiful, though, too, man. It's just, it's unbelievable, Cyprus. I was looking just like, wow, so gorgeous.
You should visit sometime. Let me know.
I will. You know what, man? That's a pretty long flight, though, huh? It's got to be 20 hours at least, right?
Yeah, that's from where you're from, right?
I'll go. My wife would go. She's pregnant right now, though, so we're expecting in April, so maybe sometime after that. But we love to travel. We go to new places all the time. So let me ask you this: what are the future partnerships or anything else you got in the works, or you got anything else going on with Wilder World in the future? Are we going to be seeing anything else up in the near future, or are you just kind of chilling on what you got right now?
Well, we've got tons of stuff happening with different platforms, different artists. But yeah, NDAs, and we can't really
Totally,
talk about
man.
it
No,
too
no,
much.
no, no. I get it. 100%.
But we're really looking forward to
Is the
Zero.
best place to go to probably your website and Twitter to follow you?
Yeah. So yeah, Twitter, Instagram's probably the best place because you see all the daily concepts there. It's
Sure.
almost like a portfolio. So the Pet Liger Instagram, and
Of course, you
probably
can get you on
Discord as well.
OpenSea too.
That's it, OpenSea. Yeah, exactly.
So
We've got multiple collections out as well. People can check out. So like the Liger slides.
I'll tell you what, man, we should talk. That'd be kind of neat. We do like some special Liger boats, like fully interior designed by Pet Liger. I could dig it.
Oh yeah.
That'd be cool.
Furniture is definitely something.
Oh yeah, talk to me about the furniture a minute, man. We didn't talk about it. I want to know about the furniture. Talk to me about that.
It's just like it's like shoes, right? Everyone can relate to it. It's and you're gonna need furniture in your metaverse apartment, in your house, in your boat. So, and it's like I look at everything like as if it's sculpture, and like the shoes, I don't see them as shoes. They're just sculptures. They're works of art. And furniture is just the next step. It just makes complete sense to me.
That's awesome. So is that something we're gonna see in the next year?
Yeah, I don't see why not. I mean, I want to start making chairs. Like that's something I really want to get into. There's some really interesting things that you can do with chairs. And like, I follow so many Instagram pages where it's just chairs, like literally. That's all they post, and it's just I love it. I love all that stuff. The different design schools,
For sure. It's easy to get your mind to let loose in the metaverse, right? Where like if you have the ability to free your mind like that, it's like,
yeah,
it's unique, right? Where you're like, okay, because the barrier of entry is different, right? Like it has to still be realistic, like you said. It has to relate, right?
I think for now, yeah.
But still, though, there is a barrier of entry, unlike anywhere else, where you can be imaginative in a way that you really can't.
I mean, one thing I realized in Milan on the exhibition floor was that maybe 1 in 5 people knew about the metaverse and NFTs, and I think the footfall was about 5,000 people,
which is amazing, though. But that's good, not bad.
So maybe. Well, around our display, because obviously we were the only digital display there. Everyone else was traditional fashion.
Right.
So essentially, we were the disruptors of the event.
Now, out of those people that knew about NFTs, how many people knew about Pet Liger?
I had a couple come up and they were like, "Oh my, it's Pet Liger." It was weird.
So did those people know about Wilder World?
Well, they did after they spoke to me anyway. So.
Okay. So when you think about that, only a few percentage of even the people that were there knew. So, right.
But it was a traditional fashion space. Like,
yeah, exactly.
People didn't even know about NFTs, let alone Pet Liger or Wilder World. So a lot of educating was taking place, on a very basic level. So I was kind of explaining to them about, the transition from CDs to MP3s. And now everyone's on Spotify and you still don't even own what you're listening to.
Yeah, it's tough, right?
I had to do a lot of educating, but it was fun. I really enjoyed it. It felt almost like, when I was younger, I used to work in retail, just on the shop floor, helping people. And it felt like I was doing that again, but this time it was for my own brand. It wasn't like for another brand. It was like full circle almost. So it was a really enjoyable experience just being there, talking to people, walking up to them and telling them, welcome to my exhibition. How can I help? These are digital fashion. And I'm like telling them about the heels.
So there were 5,000 people there?
Over the 4 days. It was a 4-day exhibition. So
and how many people came up, do you think, in those 4 days that knew you?
It was nonstop. Like it wasn't like
But if you think that like if 80% of the people there doesn't even know about NFTs, right, and then maybe let's say 50 knew you in the NFT world, which would be an amazing number in itself. That still leaves a huge chunk of the population that hasn't even had a chance to like take a look at the work or get involved, right?
Exactly. This is like so like again back to the cliche, right? It's so early, it's unbelievable.
Yeah.
But the takeaway I got was people are very curious and they're very positive about what's coming. Like the future was on display for them there in that exhibit. And you know, when I would tell them about, you know, how you can use NFT technology, blockchain technology to authenticate your clothing, and so that you know it's real. You buy something from a brand, and it can be authenticated through blockchain technology, and also just the sustainability as well. Like, you know, in the future, people won't have like closets full of clothes that they're not wearing. They'll have like 5 to 10 outfits that they really like, and then in the metaverse they'll have like thousands of outfits in their infinity closet. You know,
Sure.
that
No, no,
what I mean?
totally.
It's just once you start telling people these things, and their eyes start to open up, and they start to really get inspired. So I had a lot of positive comments.
And there's
People
ways
were
to
really,
tie into the in real life too. Like one of the big things that I wholeheartedly am behind and believe in is making that connection to connect with people. So like whenever I release anything with Bmeta, you're going to get an in real life version as much possible. So like, you know, I'm in talks with a lot of different people, but I don't want to spill too many beans before we get everything done. But I can tell you that we're going to have some neat stuff coming. And like, if you can do that stuff right through NFTs only, in real life merchandise, whatever it may be, okay, right? If the only way to buy it is through an NFT, right? You don't even need to have anything beyond the smart contract. We don't need to do an audit. We don't need to do a handshake. We don't need to. That's it. Once the smart contract's done, it's done. It's over, because if that's the only way to get it. And then look, each time, now there's going to have to be fulfillment. It's going to have to be done. Okay, people are going to have to agree to do certain things, of course, just like any other business. But it automates so much. But my plan is I want to offer some really cool merch, but you're going to have to buy it through an NFT, and you'll mint it. And then, then you'll actually get, what you bought in the mail, you know what I mean? And you're going to get the actual t-shirt or hat or whatever you may buy. Right. But, I think that like beyond that, we could offer, you could get maybe an airdrop immediately of another NFT that gives you the opportunity to mint, one of many different ones in different colors or something as a metaverse wearable. Right.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of different directions we can go with this, and it's it's funny that you and I are sitting here talking, because this is stuff that I'm looking at here in the very near future. It's all about the partnerships, right? Who you work with, putting out a quality product. But I think that that's really what drew me into Wilder World and everything, and that I love everything that everyone's doing, why they're doing it, how they're doing it, how they treat their community. So obviously you had a very good experience with Wilder World, so
100%. Really loved obviously doing the designs for Wilder World, and in partnership with them, and just the response from the community is just so overwhelming, and you really feel like you're a part of something.
Oh, dude, you're a legend, bro. You're literally a legend in the community, because those season zeros are like everything. Like those are a staple to like what the future is going to bring for the brand, and like just they're important to people. They're more than just an NFT, and I think
I'm just curious to know, like in 10 years, how they will be looked at. You know what I mean? Like,
sure. Well, I mean, it just depends on in your case, in those particular look, you're going down two routes. Okay, you're going down the Pet Liger route with the shoes. Okay. The kicks on their own, okay, not connecting. But then they also have a utility, right? Or will have a utility. So that utility is largely connected to the value, right? But if for some reason that whole thing disappeared, your shoes still exist, right? Exactly. Now, that I'm not saying it ever would, okay? Because trust me, I'd be very upset. I have a lot of money invested in Wilder World. But the reality is that I think that you're going down two routes now. they could be extremely ultimately as successful in a crazy way. If I believe that there can be many Wilder Worlds. I really believe in the zero network and the whole governance of it. I believe in the whole security of it, everything. And I think they're really onto something big. And I think Wilder World has enough active community members where they can grow into something special. It's going to take time, a lot of money, a lot of hard work, but they're doing it and it's happening. And so I'm very much behind all that. But if that was like crazy successful and has the kind of forward type of cultural movement within social media, I think that could have, then, oh my God, what could your shoes be worth? It should be,
I don't even mean
board ape status or more.
Like just the historical value of it, if that makes sense.
Yeah,
like,
no, for sure. Because those are those the very first, because they're like the very first like digital shoes, right?
Pretty much. I mean, I can't think of anything.
Certainly not nearly of that caliber.
I think what's his name? I think French Montana. I remember French Montana had a release like a similar time frame, but they
But that's not like the same. That's like French Montana probably like had like 20 artists working for him, and like he was cracking a whip in the background, and you know what I mean, like exactly. With piles of cash sitting at a table.
Right? They're a part of a
no disrespect to their hard work, no, but I'm sure it was beautiful, but but no, but look, man, you had a vision, right? You went and did it, and then like you marketed the right way, like dude, it was perfect, man. It was amazing.
The Wilders did an incredible job. With everything.
Well, I hope we can continue and build that relationship. That would be amazing. I think there's so much good stuff in the future. But 100%. And what's neat is like you've already like set up yourself for like, dude, you have value, man. Like so I think it's important that, everything is obviously well thought out, and we want to, because look, you bring like you bring a lot of oomph to the table, right? Because people love your product. And so I think that carefully planning the next move, right, and injecting in a thoughtful way that can be beneficial long term, right? I think that's super important.
I mean, it's been a very it's been a learning experience this past year. I mean, from going from not knowing anything about not just NFTs, just crypto in general. I had no clue about any of it, and I'm still a bit of a beginner. I'm still a novice.
Yeah, and it goes all the way back. It goes beyond though crypto. It goes into the human psyche. It's like, you make too many reruns of the same movie. You know what I mean? It's like so. It was Wilder World was spot on to bring on Chad Knight. That was smart because you could have like probably dropped the most craziest, wildest shit in the world, and it probably would have been tough. You know what I mean? It would have diluted more. And I think that it just brought so much additional value to what you have out there, I mean,
we're focused on growing Pet Liger as a brand now. We really see a future for it. We want to really focus on the community. We want to bring out a Genesis collection at some point. We're in discovery mode at the moment. Something that we really want to get done. We're planning it all out. The key thing is rewarding and supporting the holders and And,
what are the plans for the slides? It has something on the bottom, like on the very bottom where the slides are. It's like it says, some sort of future free mint. Do you have any knowledge about what the slide owners can get in the future?
We're looking at all holders. So even Airwild Season 0 and 1 holders, anyone who's got a Pet Liger NFT, we want to reward them with something.
Okay, great.
We're fleshing this out now. We're trying to figure it out. But like I said, it's literally just myself and Calibrate at this point.
Right.
But we want to grow the team. We're going to be, looking for investment. We're going to be looking for a bunch of, moving forward, to actually, grow the team.
Yeah, you got a strong brand, man. I would love to talk to you some more because you got something neat there. And, it's all about, you always want to protect what you've done. Right.
Exactly.
Because the you're only as good as the legacy, and that can change rather quickly in this freaking, this culture cancel culture world, and so even beyond that, just like I said, you want to just protect the value of what you've already done by not, It's just like in stocks, man. You issue too much stock, it gets diluted and it goes down. Everybody sells.
Yeah.
It's just
But we want, but that quality is always going to be there. That's the thing.
well, that's true.
That's what we always aim for. Like,
And not everything is limited, because you want to have some available to the masses, right? It's okay if you have like a larger, because look, it's kind of like who's that really famous Brito in Miami?
Oh, I'm not
You know
familiar.
Brito? Okay, so he's like pretty well known for like having stuff all over the walls, but he made like keychains and mugs, and you thought it was stupid, but you know what? Now all the everyday common people get to experience it too. They don't have to pay $5,000 for a painting.
I see.
You know what I mean? And so, I think in NFTs we're going to find that too. We don't want to just box out everyone, and so it's nice that people have an opportunity to, well, look, your season ones are very affordable.
Yeah, that's true. And
like a 1.2
I think
ETH
it just
floor.
depends on the limit on how much has been produced. I mean, with the 20 hills that we did in Milan, they're about 2 ETH, but there's only 20 of them.
Yeah, that's amazing. That's a really good deal. I'm gonna have to snack one of those up for 2 ETH.
Yeah, and
who put those out?
The actual you get those geometry as well. They're on Super Rare, but we want to make all of our assets interoperable. So we want them to be able to function on all platforms. If the platforms will have us, obviously, it really does depend on the platforms as well. But we want to make sure we get our assets into any and every platform. Like, obviously, we want to showcase the work in something as photorealistic as possible, like Wilder World or
See, that's where I think we're going to be able to literally create a funnel big enough that. In a funnel that we can control as a community, if they really do hand over all the keys and do what they say they're going to do, we could open up a wide enough channel that would be it. We could bring people, because you can bring people through that channel in so many different multimedia faucets, digital radio, video, YouTube. I mean, it doesn't have to all be VR. There's a lot of AR out there that's very successful.
You can translate it into different
exactly. All kinds of formats out there, because trust me, there's people out there just clicking around, want to listen, have fun, interact. So, I think that we're finding that, even just with this podcast, that it's the rewatch is just, it's interesting what I put out there for that comes back on the rewatches and what content, and but we're growing fast. We got a couple thousand subscribers just in the first 30 days, so I think we'll continue growing pretty good. Yeah,
Great.
No, it's good. Yeah. I'm excited. The music is what's really driving it, and I'm excited to work with Wilder World and continue to develop and release new music. I'm super pumped about this platform that's coming out. I think that's super exciting.
Cool.
That's like,
you should check out the Pet Liger SoundCloud. I mean, I haven't put anything on there for like 10 years. But there are some tracks on there.
That's cool. Let's talk, man. That'd be fun. It'd be neat. Yeah. So, like, one of the things I'm doing, so I'm putting out 30 tracks for Wilder World, 15 on the hip hop, 15 on the chillin' little meow, and I'm about 8 tracks in. But when I'm done with that, I'm gonna put out, some actual artists through this whole platform where 100% of their work is minted through an NFT that's updatable, that can have multiple multimedia files within the NFT. You can update it to the end user after they've minted it. And so
when you say updatable, do you mean like a work in progress? It could be
like you could release a new audio track into the NFT. You could have as many files as you want.
Oh, I see.
So let's say you have 3 MP3 files. Well, now you want a 4th. Boom! You just released another track and drop it into the NFT. Now they go refresh, and now they get 4 music tracks instead of 3.
Almost like the daily concepts I put out on Instagram.
Yeah,
you could have a
daily song. I've seen those. Yeah, exactly. Yep,
can be added.
Yeah,
that's really cool.
But we can monetize it though. So imagine this. Imagine having a platform where an artist comes in, right, and then you have a platform where the producer comes in, and they all come together, and they can bid and ask for certain. Maybe they want a song. Maybe they need a song engineer, and maybe they need a vocalist. But then once you're all done and you record the song, and the real goal eventually in VR or even AR in the metaverse is to have one place artists can come together and record music together and actually create a song. But once all that's done, or even if you do it in remote locations and everyone uploads their part, or however it works, you can set all the contract terms right there. And then once it's done, everyone gets their piece. And if you can create an ecosystem of people buying and selling, listening, and fans, you look at some of these beat websites, they have tens of thousands of buys on just individual beats. It's like if you could get some of those people converted over and have the barrier of entry not so difficult, I think that, be in a good position to where, music people could start to get money through the blockchain. And like eventually, why would an artist want to release a song if they're not getting an auto royalty?
Exactly. Yeah. That makes complete sense. And it's also the convenience, right? The speed of it.
Oh,
and everything else involved.
You just got to put it in, like I said, a low barrier of entry. You can't make it so goddamn hard that nobody can, you know what I mean? Because it's like, that's the problem is like a lot of these, I've been to some of these different websites. God, some are so confusing. It's like, I'm just like,
And also, I think the average person, when it comes to the whole crypto stuff, because I can speak from experience, it's all very alien and it's all very
100%. I have clients that have no idea. Like, I want to do this. I'm like, okay, fine, but you gotta open it. Coinbase. You gotta open a MetaMask. You gotta It's like a whole thing, right? And then then when someone you explain to them that you're transferring out of the centralized system, it's like just realize that if you make a mistake, there's no taking it back. So that whole concept. But if we can somehow create a barrier of entry that is a little simpler, and I think that if we're using lower dollar amounts that are authorizing charges for, simple tasks such as, engineering or vocals, or production for 2, 3, 4, 500. I got to assume the credit cards slowly over time here are going to adapt to that. And we should be able to still tie in our conventional monetization system into our Web3 networks,
Of course. Makes complete sense.
So that's really the goal here. So.
And I think more and more people are using their phones now anyway. So
if you don't optimize something for the phone, you're losing out on like 80% of your users. If you take a look at all the people out there that are that are users on the internet, if you're capturing data for people, if you want to advertise them, they're all using a phone. Come on, we're all out and about, right? Anybody who's,
That's it.
Well, listen, thank you so much for coming. Unless you have something else, man, I don't want to keep you. I know it's almost 9 o'clock over there. Is there any projects that you want to talk about, or is there anything that I missed?
I think that's pretty much it. I mean, I want to give a shout out to the people, the collaborators that worked with us in Milan, because we had this huge LED monolith as part of the space. People absolutely loved it. The onlookers were mesmerized by it. And we had it was a collaboration with 3 other amazing artists that worked on it.
That's cool, man. That's great.
So
check that out. What's about this Pet Liger metaverse store?
Should I give them a little shout out? I want to give them a little shout out. The guys.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's hear about them.
Yeah. So a genius computational architect, Pico Velasquez from Vera. She's absolutely amazing. She's she's building her own metaverse as well through her company Vera.
That's so cool.
She's one to look for, and my good friend and super talented DJ and producer Akito, who's based out in South Korea. He did the music for the monolith, and motion design magician, sketchy visuals. He helped to put it all together. So it was a huge project, huge undertaking.
Yeah, you understand how many people it takes to put together a real production. It's unbelievable amount of work.
So difficult, and the logistics of it and everything else. Getting it ready for the actual LED screens, making sure everything lined up perfectly, and and having the technicians come down and make. It was a lot. It was a lot of moving parts.
Well, good. I'm super glad that it went off flawlessly, and you guys were able to really show the beauty of your work, and everyone got an opportunity to focus on what really counts, which is all the artistic value behind what you're doing. Now it sounds like you have the Pet Liger metaverse store. We can end on that. Well, that was is that a platform that you're building for people to be able to get Pet Liger goods?
Well, so as I mentioned earlier, we want a Pet Liger storefront on multiple platforms. So, but
okay,
really,
I thought there was maybe one being built on the website right now. Is there one open right now?
No, not on our website.
Okay, all right,
yet.
I got it. Okay.
I mean, we would love to just have a flagship store open through the Zero platform, and we would love to see a store in Miami as well when everything is up and running. So
absolutely,
maybe we can be next to your record store.
Listen, man, I have
and it'll
180
be out.
pieces of land with my Trinities, so like I'm sure we can put a pet lager store, no problem.
Yeah,
Yeah,
amazing.
no
Yes.
doubt. No, that you know what, man, and I'm so excited to hear that's look, we get a Zero Network flagship store. I mean, that's just amazing. That's exactly why Wild the World is going to be so successful. There's a lot of really
Exactly.
special, important brands that are aligning with the management. And I think that these guys aren't trying to force anything, and I'm super proud of them for that. I know how hard it is to build a robust platform. I'll tell you what these guys are trying to do. You might as well try to go to space. Seriously, it's that complicated. It's
Yeah,
that robust.
yeah.
There's a lot of, but they got the technology. I think they have the funding. They
Mm.
have the brain, right, and the
The people,
experience.
they've got the right people, I
Yeah,
think.
and the time. And look, they put time in,
Mm.
right? Everything takes time. I don't care how good you
Yeah.
are. It all takes time, and we've all been
Mm.
patient, and this is slowly built up. And man, it's been such a pleasure, Pat, seeing all your great work come out. I look forward to talking to some more, and we can discuss some future projects. And it looks like you just
Mm.
got some
That
amazing
sounds
stuff
great.
going on, man. Let's. I'm so excited. Let's get your Pet Liger Metaverse store rolling, and I'll
100%.
send you everything. Bmet is actually going to be opening in the next 30 to 45 days, and so there's
Oh wow,
anything you
love it.
like there. It's all like just totally open source, man. Just if you like anything, let me know. I'll shoot over the code. Like I just want everyone to grow, because what I'm trying to do is everything that I
Mm.
put out on W2, I want it to integrate right into the Wilder World metaverse. And anything that
Yeah.
like Wilder World offers, like I don't want to be their competitor.
Mm.
Like I'll just direct traffic towards that. So that's why I want everyone to like
Yeah.
really be bridged into this artist guild, because I really believe in
Mm.
like kind of the meaning of the guild. And I think that with Pet being one of the first artists in the guild, you guys can see
Mm.
how successful it can be with a brand like Wilder World behind you. So thank you so much for being here today, Pat, and I really appreciate it. I wish you nothing but the best in the future. I know we're going to see a lot more from you. I'm excited to get to know you and talk to you more about future projects. And if you got any final words to say, or any final things to say, or people to talk about, there you go.
Well, first of all, thank you for having me. It was a pleasure speaking with you. Really enjoyed the conversation. And yeah, like you say, Pet Liger was one of the first to be a part of the Wilder Nation. I think Frank approached me roughly 4 years ago um, to provide some totem artworks and renders for the Wilder Artists Guild at the time, and it was a pleasure to work with them, the Wilders, then, and it's been a pleasure to work with them over the past year or so. So,
Darn it, I got to ask one more
um,
question. You talk about the totems. Are you involved with those new totems being made soon?
no, I'm not. I've been seeing the posts come up on my feed, and
Yeah, yeah,
I'm
yeah, yeah.
I'm absolutely mesmerized. Like I love
I
them.
know. I can't wait. How
Yeah,
cool is it
this
going to be
was
when you're walking
no,
through an airport and you see someone like wearing another totem, right?
exactly.
I tell you, some guy
Um,
ran right up to me in San Francisco and gave me like the
mm,
biggest hug. He says, "I love Wilder World." Scared the
mm.
crap out of my girlfriend, my fiance, but I loved it. I was like, yeah. I put like a post online immediately. I was over at the Ritz Carlton in San Francisco, and like it was cool, man. Like I was like, yes, just found another
Yeah,
Wilder. So
it's always great when you meet your people, right? So yeah,
we got these heists
um,
coming up. These are going to be exciting, right? I don't know if you saw that. They're bringing the
yeah,
heist back, man, like the real heist. So we're going to actually be offering a heist song. I'm getting some more details from Phoenix, so that's super exciting. But like the heists are back, and like that's
love it.
awesome. I'm hoping that they come to your part of the world. You know what? I'm totally an advocate for a heist in Cyprus, and
Oh, 100%. You should definitely
why
come
not?
down.
What a cool place to do it too. With all the different landscape and stuff. I mean, I honestly couldn't think of a better place. So, yeah, I think as they expand into the international waters, I think that having a heist in Cyprus would just be amazing. Maybe we'll get some
Oh,
wilders
that
to
would be
travel
so
over
good.
there.
There's so many interesting places now. There's a lot of development happening in Cyprus right now.
Yeah, for
Um,
sure.
like like skyscrapers are popping up everywhere. We we discovered natural gas in our waters, so there's a lot of interest in Cyprus right now from
So
investors
much
and
beautiful
you
nature
know
there too, though.
and also yeah the nature side of things as well. But I have to say I love seeing the wilders in more sort of urban settings when they're like climbing buildings and and putting their.
I'm sure there'll be plenty of that
their
once Miami opens. There's been talks of like which should the next city be, and I've had a couple talks and thoughts about it, and obviously Vegas would be a pretty good place, I think, just because of all the casinos. But honestly, I think like Tokyo, right? Like, because there's billions of people in that part of the world, and then like maybe jump from like Tokyo back to like London or Paris, and then jump back to like Los Angeles or like Las Vegas or something. But like, I don't know. That was just my thought. I thought Tokyo would be a really, really cool. If we want to make this truly a metaverse and not a meta city, or you know what I mean, let's you can get on to B Airline.
Well, maybe Wipers would be cool.
There you go. Well, listen, there's definitely lots of talk for you and iPad. I'm excited.
Yeah.
Check out the Blue Pearl yachts, and I'm gonna go through all your stuff because I'm so excited about your slides, man. I was an early buyer of those. I think I got 2 1-of-1s, and then I think a couple I don't know, maybe it was a dozen or 15. So I'm definitely stacked up on Pet Liger gear. I highly encourage everyone else to buy some too. Honestly, I think Pet season 1s right now are somewhere around a 1.2 ETH floor. I'm telling you, there's going to be a day those are going to be just boom. They're going to snap up just like season 0s did. There is no other season of Pet Liger shoes. The beautiful season 2s are by Chad Knight, former 3D designer of Nike, I believe. So he only got season 0s and season 1. Season 0s are at a 15th floor. So hey, if you got the money to buy them, God bless you. I would if I could. I own 3 of them. I wish I could buy my cherries back. I know, right?
I don't even own any. Like, it's a shame.
Well, there'll be a time. Keep producing beautiful things, and I'm sure the gods will come around, and a beautiful pair of Crispies will fall in your lap one day, I'm sure. So, all right. Well, well, thank you so much for coming on the show, and guys, we're gonna leave off here with a little song here, and take it easy, Pat.
It's a new day, the clouds aren't in the way, sun comes out to play, and now we are free from the lies to keep our thoughts inside, controlling all our
You know what? I need something harder than this.
but now we see
Not doing it for me. Oh boy.
something I always wanted, putting my love in, it's all or nothing, we're all together, trying to make a future better. I'm not a stranger when I stay here.
Joy of a live show.
Same here in this together. You're in for a wild ride. This is the wild life here on the wild side. The choice is yours to make, yours to decide. This is the wild life. Come join the wild side. It's your time to free yourself inside.
All right. That was cool and all, but like, I wanted we need a banger. Come on now.
Hey, yeah.
Proposal 369, baby.
One stepping outside, sit 0s with my crown wolf. She my real vibe. What's the spot? Unit 82, Miami going up. Proposal 369. You already know what's up.
Pulling up, you already know the plot.
Shout out to Ocean Wilder. Thanks for all your help, man. Shout out to JMC. Shout out to Phoenix for all the love, man. I appreciate all the support. Shout out to Frank. Thanks for listening to the show, bro. I saw you out there. Shout out to Shiny. Man, shout out to Mezdez. Thank you all for supporting me. Shout out to Pokey. I seen you all.
Yeah, yeah.
Why the world?
Rolling up in my G1, stepping outside. Sit 0s with my crown wolf. She my real vibe. What's the spot? Unit 82, Miami going up. Proposal 369. You already know what's up.
Rolling up in my G1,
Stepping outside.
sit 0s with my crown wolf.
She my real vibe.
What's the spot? Unit 82, Miami going up. Proposal 369. You already know what's up. Keep it tough, yeah, I'm talking about my plans. Ran it, yeah, I'm gonna cop some land. Be me,
Oh yeah, did I forgot to announce that I'm giving away? Wait, what? Did I say 10,000 wild? That's right, you heard it right. 10,000 wild. Putting together a contest. We're going to have some details on the next show. So really looking forward to hooking up a worthy community member. Love all y'all.
Rolling up in my G1,
Stepping outside,
six zeros with my crown wolf.
she my little vibe.
What's the spot? Unit 82, Miami going up. Proposal 369, you already know what's up.
Shout out to Frank. What's up, man? How you doing? Did I tell you it was going to be the first Wilder millionaire? Or maybe this shit already happened. That's right. So you know what's Rex, right?
Yeah.
First Wilder billionaire, baby.
Hey, this is Bman Wilder. Wowzers gonna scream it louder. And we getting tokens, stacking crypto by the hour. Rolling through the streets and love me out without a care. Stacking Trinity.
Is a wild billionaire that crazy, though? I mean, shit, what if I invested all my money like I did the last year and a half? I'm talking every goddamn extra penny I had, I put into Wilder World. So let me ask you this. If I did that in 2003 with Zuckerboy, where would I be?
And we stacking tokens, getting crypto by the hour.
So, to all the haters out there, I'll see you soon.
And we never miss when we still in the kitchen, we cooking a Genesis, getting the cheese. Hop on that motor from Water, we go, we doing 200 till we in the lead. Shout out Sunshine, we mining this go till we finding loopholes in the system to win. As soon as we got it, bag deposit it fast, and we do it all over again. Man, Wilder, wowzers, gonna scream it louder. And we getting tokens, stacking crypto by the hour. Rolling through the streets and love me out without a care. Stacking Trinities, bound to be first Wilder millionaire. Man, Wilder, wowzers, gonna scream it louder. And we getting tokens, stacking crypto by the hour. Rolling through the streets and love me out without a care. Stacking Trinities, bound to be first Wilder millionaire.
We enter the future is here. Water is ready to steer. Up on our mission, paying attention. Hope that you open your ears. If you're not up for the ride, I'm sorry that you gotta go. Cause we gotta let people know the timing is ready to roll. We're now in a new place. We're up in a new space. I hope you got new faith. And if you don't, too late. The meta is calling. And people are late to the game. Waterworld came with the good. Now we up in a new lane.
Man, Wilder, wowzers, gonna scream it louder. And we getting tokens, stacking crypto by the hour. Rolling through the streets and love me out without a care. Stacking Trinities, bound to be first Wilder millionaire. Man, Wilder, wowzers, gonna scream it louder. And we getting tokens, stacking crypto by the hour. Rolling through the streets and love me out without a care. Stacking Trinities, bound to be first Wilder millionaire.
Talking 2000, whatever, Wilder World forever. We coming hot, it's something you can't stop like stormy weather. Shout out to Phoenix, Wilder Phoenix, Arizona desert. We see the bag, go huddle up and make a plan to get it. Zero to network, take a note, I got it. Just give me a second, bring it back, blow up the network. Ask the homie JMC, we got the best work. Better at this way because they crash and make your chest burst.
This is Bman Wilder, wowzers, gonna scream it louder. And we getting tokens, stacking crypto by the hour. Rolling through the streets and love me out without a care. Stacking Trinities, bound to be first Wilder millionaire. Man, Wilder, wowzers, gonna scream it louder. And we getting tokens, stacking crypto by the hour. Rolling through the streets and love me out without a care. Stacking Trinities, bound to be first Wilder millionaire.
First Wilder Willionaire, right here on B Radio from the Bman Sound Factory. Man. My girl goes to me, she's like, you just gonna walk around all day and listen to your own music? I'm like, duh, yeah, of course I'm going to. Let's play this new hit again for nobody else has heard it. So this track here was pretty fun to make. I I thought I was going to get a rock track. The guy's like actually a well-known rock player, and I sent him an instrumental, and he came back with this, and I was quite surprised. No, I like it a lot. I just want to work on it a little bit. I want to add some female vocalists, mix it down a little better. But no doubt, it's definitely a good song. So we're going to go ahead and play this right now. And look, if anyone wants to come in and say hi, you can always jump into the Discord, the Bman Wilder Discord. I'm always there. So, all right, here we go.
Yeah. Why me can't stand me? I hold a higher standing. Don't need no understanding. They hate me cause I'm fancy. Make so much I'm antsy. Can't stop me from moving. Kinda feel like dancing. Kinda feel like Unit 82, where I hang my hat, kick off my shoes. Why the world got me loose? Nothing else I'd rather do. Nowhere else I'd rather be, or end up eventually. Me and Say we're meant to be in our own reality. Bugatti looking hardy, saying it looking hardy. Yeah, I know she got me, cause I never lost these. So I know she got me. She got them all watching, wishing they could part. Why me can't stand me? I hold a higher standing. Don't need no understanding. They hate me cause I'm fancy. Make so much I'm antsy. Can't stop me from moving. Kinda feel like dancing. Kinda feel like, wait, Frank might have to cut me off. That's too many M's, that's many wins, and somebody's gotta pay the
Frank, you're not gonna cut me off, are you, buddy?
Negative, risking it all. That's too much to pay the cost, too much to take a fall. I might win it all. ETH long, chart looking like it's half a Mount Everest tall. The way I ball, never hesitated at all. Just made the call and it came back tenfold, like a snowfall. Why me can't stand me? I hold a higher standing. Don't need no understanding. They hate me cause I'm fancy. Make so much I'm antsy. Can't stop me from moving. Kinda feel like dancing. Kinda feel like This is wild the world, built 5D, yeah, it's that kind of pearl. Frank OG got on that 5th UE and paint all kind of murals. This is a trinity, yeah, collecting up T's and we hold them from now to infinity. Start with the genesis, energy space when we enter this, know that you feeling all energy. This is wild the world, shout out to Neo, yeah, they be my people, we out in Miami, know this shit ain't equal. These haters is mad cause I got by at least too many of these trinities, but it's like plenty these, long as you staking. We destined to eat, yeah, and why do we caking? The maid was sleep, but see now they is waking. Bman Wilder OG, no, we never asleep. He a beast and a wolf in the crab. In the metaverse, I got Phoenix, friend water, sunshine, getting water, Legando. Low teen, that's the bro, full of soap, we can have us a standoff. Or we can ram calls. These wolves come from Wilder, it's Trinity season, they scream that shit louder. This is wild the world, built 5D, yeah, it's that kind of pearl. Frank OG got on that 5th UE and paint all kind of murals. This is a trinity, yeah, collecting up T's and we hold them from now to infinity. Start with the genesis, energy space when we enter this, know that you feeling all energy. This is wild the world, built 5D, yeah, it's that kind of pearl. Frank OG got on that 5th UE and paint all kind of murals. This is a trinity, yeah, collecting up T's and we hold them from now to infinity. Start with the genesis, energy space when we enter this, know that you feeling all energy. And we staking, coins we making, Waterbird's about to go get me a crib. Got a shorty, slim and sporty, all in my Cuban on that's what we did. Placing a bed, on side by high school, I'm taking her down in the crib, got a view of the town. Yeah, we out in Little Me out, and that kitty me out, and shorty she hearing me out, and yeah, shorty she doing her thing, but I'm feeling her teeth. Oh, she giving me hours, okay, I'ma stop it. I give me a profit on Waterworld, you cannot stop it. Cop Water Moto, and next time she gon' be a rock, can't wait till they drop it. Yeah, I'm going in, it's Trinity season, I'll say it again. This is wild the world, built 5D, yeah, it's that kind of pearl. Frank OG got on that 5th UE and paint all kind of murals. This is a trinity, yeah, collecting up T's and we hold them from now to infinity. Start
Well, thank you so much for everyone coming here on this beautiful Tuesday evening on October 25th, 2022. I hope that these shows will be looked back on as part of a brand new, amazing cultural shift into this Web3 space adopted by the masses. I'm going to end tonight with the song We Are Wild. It's almost like an anthem. And I'm super excited to be able to, keep giving you guys this wonderful music. It really makes me happy, and I'm super excited to continue releasing tracks. We're going to release almost 30 tracks by the end of the year, and that's just an unbelievable feat. And so I'm super excited. I worked really, really hard. I put a lot of energy into it. A lot of the songs I helped write. And, it honestly warms my heart. And I think of all of you wilders when I do this because we are wild. And I think that that's something special. So salute to Frank. Salute to Phoenix. Salute to Sunshine.
That we
salute to Neo.
Day and night, the air we breathe.
Salute to freedom.
It is yours, it is mine. These wars,
but mostly
that we wage.
Salute to greatness.
Matter more.
Because like my father once told me, it's not about how hard you fall, but how high you bounce up. And greatness isn't born. Greatness is made. Every single day we decide how we live and how we feel. I hope tomorrow is the best day of your life. God bless and have a good evening.
We are bound, yes we're bound for glory. We are wilder. These fires burning bright, rising higher, while the smoke reaches out through the wires. These dreams that we wear on our sleeves, they are real. In this world we believe in. Reach out your hand, I'll catch you, I won't let you down. We're all under the same sky. We are one heart beating for the sky we're reaching. We are bound, yes we're bound for glory. We are wilder. We are wild, growing wilder. Together we can face it all. We are one heart beating for the sky we're reaching. We are bound, yes we're bound for glory. We are wild.